Like father, like son, Bronny has the gifts of his dad and the curse. Early onset severe hair loss. I am AQBS and this is Back to the Barber. Bronny James, like many sons before us, is probably proud of his dad. I mean, how can you not be proud if your dad is LeBron James? But with these good traits we have, the height, athleticism, intelligence, the drive, ambition, discipline, there are always these other traits that come along with it. You know, maybe we sleep a lot. Maybe we have sarcasm. You know, at worst, maybe sometimes we have hair loss. That seems to be the case with Bronny. He seems to have inherited his dad's same makeup. Dad is seemingly at a pretty early age starting to see hair loss there. If you look closely at his pictures and his videos, you'll notice that his temples are moving back and his hairline is moving up. And the way that his hair is receding is actually the way that mine's did. It's almost exact, where I didn't get the hair at the top leaving in like a M pattern at first. It began with the temples moving back a bit. And I noticed that with the haircuts I was getting, that they were having a hard time shaping it the way that it was. And when your temples move back, you notice that it really makes your forehead look way bigger than just if your hairline was receding. But he seems to be getting both. Have about maybe another 2 inches or so that has moved up from his hairline. And he's also having his temples move back in a circular fashion. This tells me that he has excessive hair loss and is accelerated. And you will start seeing his hair, being in the NBA now, leave pretty quickly. The amount of stress of trying to keep up with the NBA, the amount of traveling, the probably not eating at home. Perhaps they would have a chef on the road, not certain. But what I can say is that he's going to go down a path probably even earlier than his father did. Now, this is because he has the genes of his father. I don't think it's inevitable. I don't think it is irreversible. However, when you have the DNA of your parents, especially your father that shows the male pattern balding pattern, and you live the same lifestyle as him, then you are likely to go bald as well too. He had the same exact lifestyle as his father, generally speaking, probably eating the same type of foods. And really, if they looked, they probably have the same allergies and or same gut issues as each other. See, that's passed down. That is the genetic piece of androgenetic, is your reaction to specific gut biome pathogens or proteins will put or spin the body into an inflammation state. And that's what's occurring with Bronny. High testosterone, his paternal genes, and stress will lead eventually to balding. Now, what he can do in order to kind of stop this, being that you're starting to see the bald areas of his scalp, means that in those areas that the hair no longer grows in, then that is calcification and fibrosis has already moved in. But with his age, that can be reversed just with the simple derma roller and derma stamp. He can also probably, looking at his status and looking at his age, he should get on something like a DHT inhibitor, rather it's topical or internal like finasteride. A minoxidil will be a bonus, maybe difficult for him, at least topical minoxidil, because he will be always sweating. It may or may not go good with his skin, and also it may not be the best for his type of lifestyle. Perhaps he may go down a path of oral minoxidil along with finasteride. That's his best professional ways that he can actually save or reverse his hair, or at least halt it from the hairline moving back even more and furthering his hair loss. But he really should look, if he wants to halt it and restore it, he has to look into the gut system. He has to see what his father is allergic to, what his father cannot eat, what he truly cannot eat, what causes him, stomach issues, what causes him acne. They need to get into a dietitian and figure out what causes the immune response. And if that's the case, if they halted that immune response, then his hair loss will halt, and he has the ability to go backwards. If he decides to get a hair transplant, that may or may not help. He's kind of young for it. The flip side of it too, a lot of these athletes take steroid boosters. Not necessarily steroid boosters, but test boosters. And in these test boosters, along with the high stress environment and creating more testosterone, a lot of times they have a lot more DHT in their systems than we do, right? So it's looking like he will start shaving it off, be a shave it off bro, unless he gets the hair transplant. If he wants to go around these things, he has to start with the gut system. I am a big fan of natural restoration. That's what I am focused on. However, I do understand when you have a lifestyle like this, it is very hard to take the amount of time it would take in order to restore hair loss. I would go with the human ingenuity synthetic products before I did the actual hair transplant. But the first primary thing I would do is look into my gut system to see what my dad and myself should not be eating and consuming. And I would think twice about increasing DHT synthetically in the body. That's what he's going to have to do. So that's my video for today. Hopefully something here has helped you to halt hair loss and to restore it. If so, hit the like or subscribe. If not, give another video a chance. I'm pretty sure you'll find something interesting. But if I can do it, you all can do it too. Let's get you back to the barber.